Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week we got Alex, Jason, Jaimen, Corey, Erich, Randy, and Evan. It's been a tough week. If my emails are to be believed, my Netflix subscription is ending. My Paramount Plus subscription was canceled. My access to iCloud services is suspended. I have several packages that I didn't order to pick up, and I think I'm eligible for AARP. But I also learned that we have a new Patreon member, Marcia Focht.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do when it comes to Patreon members, like extra stuff. I don't know if most people know. I don't have any desire to be a podcaster.
Strange, because you started one.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, what is the medium to do this type of thing? A few years back when I had some problems with Buzzsprout, which is who the provider is, I started following their Facebook page because it gave you updates on when everything was going to be fixed. And reading all these posts about people who were like, how do you get more people? I have no desire to get more people. And I don't mean that that's a bad thing. It's just, I think of this more as like, if you like it, you'll find it kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
You're not trying to push it on people.
Exactly.
It's natural. Yeah. I mean, when I did the Patreon thing, it was just because I loved hearing people that I know or know of chat about local events. And I wanted to support that $5 a month, whatever. You know what I mean? Just to support you guys talking. And I didn't expect anything out of it, except for, a shout out. That's all.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel weird, like just saying, if say I'm doing an event and Marcia just using her as an example, because she's the most recent, like a Patreon member, Marcia Focht. Because then after the fifth person, it seems redundant. I like the idea of the nicknames and such, Ryan Travis 148343,
Alcatraz,
correspondent Joe Karen.
Yeah, correspondent Joe Karen, or stuff like that, because that's unique to each person. Just calling people Patreon member seems, like I say, redundant. So I don't know. I mean,
you could say friend of the show.
You know what I could do is have several of those. But yeah, because that's the other thing. It's like not trying to advertise other than the whole sponsorships, but that's more of a thank you to the people who contributed, who are basically paying for the whole sponsorships. Basically, I'm just saying that I don't know what I'm doing, and I've been doing this for 6 years. So
you're doing okay. Me and Evan were praising you the other day, actually. So
that's the other thing, though. I don't even like. I mean, I'm not gonna like. I don't know. All right,
we were talking shit about you, actually.
Well, that's good. I like that. I like the shit talking. But anyway, so thank you, Marcia Focht. And I would say your name either way, Marcia, just so you know. Just keep winning, and you'll be fine. We had a couple events. I know we had the DisCap Series 2025 number 4 and the Boondock Battle at Greek Peak. So we get to learn whether or not Corey's cash streak survived. But we got to build up the anticipation. So we're not talking about that first. Before we recorded, like a couple hours ago, I guess, I got a message from Greg Kurtz. He was wanting to come on to talk about his doubles thing. Mm-hmm. Erich, is this the flyer you did with the Santa Claus head?
Yeah, it is. It's from he had these just random pictures on his phone, and one of them was, I can't remember who's standing behind the Santa head he has on one of the holes. And I said that would be perfect. Let's just recreate that. I don't see why. I thought it'd be fun. It's just Greg. He's silly, and Thrill on Quill Hills is kind of a fun event. I feel like that was the vibe, and he loved it.
The Santa head must be on the short course, because I've seen the Santa head and I've never played the longs.
I think it is on the short course. It's earlier on. It's like a hyzer shot, which doesn't really explain much.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it's out there.
I had a feeling this was your flyer because it says Porcupine Springs inaugural PDGA Doubles Tour.
Oh, I was very, very, intentionally made sure that was inaugural. And I made that like a couple days before we recorded the podcast. So it was like fresh in my mind. Yeah, you don't say first annual. It's just not a thing. And sorry, my voice is a little raspy. I was out in Fox Run and Brewster. I went to Burger Barn, got some creamy, dude.
Bro hit all of the recommendations.
Dude, I had to. I was taking notes, and Burger Barn was, you guys set it up right. It was exactly what I hoped for. We went there twice. Yeah, both courses were awesome. Fox Run was brutal.
Was it hot?
Oh, it was, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even though it's a bit cooler up there, of course, it was still humid, and Fox Run is more open field. So that was it was pretty brutal yesterday.
What was the dew point like?
I don't know the exact dew point, but it was up there for sure.
Yeah, I bet.
I'd say 65.
So the monthly is on Saturday. July 26th. It's a flex start, so I guess you just show up and do you wait for a certain number? Has anybody done this before with the monthly there?
I've done it a couple of times. I think it was last year I went with Terry Hudson, and we went early because we both had stuff to do in the afternoon. And Dave Martin was there hanging out, so he was like, yeah, I'll play the shorts with you guys, and jumped on. So there's like different pools for tags if you're playing the longs or the shorts.
That's a good point too. If there's somebody there waiting for longs, if you're playing shorts, you're not going to do that. But otherwise, it's kind of whoever's there will usually just jump on.
Yeah, and I think some people who go for the day will probably play both courses.
Yeah. I guess that's a bit of a trek for most people. Or no?
If you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah.
From where I am, it's not the super, super far, but it's still, I consider it out in the boonies.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Where's the flyer you guys talking about?
Posted in the message thing. He sent it to me on the phone.
Yeah, I don't think he's done a lot of great branding or advertising for it, sadly. I think he might have to rely on one of us to do that.
And then Sunday, there's a Bring Your Own Partner doubles, Sunday, July 27th. You can win a grill.
And random stuff from Greg's table.
Greg's table of fabulous prizes, to be precise.
Yeah, he really, really made sure that was on. You don't know what you're going to get.
Fabulous in quotes.
It's not. It should be, though. It's not in quotes on the flyer. CTP winner on every card. Camping space available. Carpooling encouraged. But take the hill directly across from the end of Avery Hill Road where Route 2 intersects. Follow Hill all the way up. There will be signage as well. Do not be intimidated. You're in the right place.
Yeah, I went to play there one time in the morning, and I must have been the first one because the gate was locked. And I'm like, I am definitely in the wrong place, and I am trespassing on somebody's property right now. But it was the right place. The gate just wasn't open yet.
Did you show this flyer to Greg before, he approved it?
Oh, yeah, he approved it, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as soon as I saw that picture, I was, for some reason, like, I don't know why, but on brand for Greg. And I feel like Porcupine Springs is kind of a fun course to play. Very challenging, but funky, fun, little kind of gimmicky basket setups. But he loved the flyer. He just wanted me to add 2 lines to it, and he said, print them.
Now, did he ask you about the weird hieroglyph in the lower right corner?
He did. He said, "What's
that?"
I said, "What are those? Yeah, what is the hieroglyphic writing?" And he just asked that it be linked to the sign-up page, which is exactly I don't know where else I would send it, but yeah, he doesn't really use the phone much. So
well, he just sent me a picture from his phone, and my only other piece of information would be, Greg, charge your phone. Damn it, charge your phone. 30%? That's way too low.
He might not know when he'd be getting our charge in.
Anybody here planning on going?
I might try and make it to the monthly. I can't do the doubles tournament.
Me and shout out Josh Lee are going to be partners for the doubles tournament.
Is Josh still salty that Greg beat him in Summer Battle Royale?
It did come up this weekend. I told him to look out. He's going to be good on the shorts.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it to the monthly and possibly play the doubles, but it's also like my birthday weekend, and I don't know. Although birthday weekend, as I'm going to get older, I would rather just go to bed earlier than stay up.
Facts.
Yeah.
I remember in the past that's been a conflict. Don't you have like a thing that weekend?
Yeah, I usually have like a big bonfire and stuff, and I used to start early and stay late, and I've been slowly like shortening that window so it starts late and ends early.
Jaimen, you posted something about Junior Worlds. What's going on with that? What is that? Obviously, it's Junior Worlds, but like...
So, Junior Worlds starts this week. I think competition might start tomorrow. I don't know how many rounds it is anymore, but it used to be 5 or 6, kind of in that neighborhood, across a bunch of days. But before any of those World Championships, there's all these field events. So there's usually a skills one that Edge runs. There's a distance competition. There's a putting competition and a doubles tournament. It's all just kind of for fun. But I think the distance competition was yesterday. And one of the locals to Christ the King, Azariah Cartret, was in it. He's in the under 18 division. And he threw a shot that was 532 feet, I think was the number, which was tied for third.
Sheesh.
Out of like 60 people, which is insane. And I just thought that was definitely worth shouting out because he's, hard worker. Obviously, he's out there representing the area well, so it's cool to see. Also, shout out to Ethan Hatters, who's out there. I think both of them are there for their second or third years.
Is Ethan over 18 yet?
No, I think Ethan's 16.
Okay. Well, it's junior, so it's got to be at least under 18, right?
Yeah. The divisions that they've got there are like under 18, under 15, under 12, under 10, so on, kind of so forth. But yeah, so it's just kind of cool to see.
Nice.
Good luck to all those guys. Cadence Moore from the Adirondacks is also out there. I think she's in under 18. I'll definitely be following them closely and posting updates kind of as the tournament unfolds, if they're comfortable with that. Some people don't want attention.
Ethan has the 5th highest rating in his division. And I played with him at the Heiser Creek Flex, and I think he said he was 17. Not to correct you, but just to put that out there.
Oh, I just kind of throw out a random number every time, so I'm glad to hear he's not 14.
Yeah, he's not still 14.
All right. So the DisCap series number 4, this is the last one before the final, which is the volunteer one. Am I correct?
There's one more in August.
Oh, there's 5 and then the final. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So this one was at Central Park. I see Schenectady.
Yep.
Tournament director Mike Schwartz. Let's see. Mixed juniors, under 15, Jackson Bliss. That's pretty cool to have an under 15 division. Just somebody else that'll kick all of our asses in a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry Fish won the FA3 Women's Amateur 3 division. Mixed Amateur 3, a lot of folks under par there. Looks like Jim Seymour beat out Eamon Foster and Ben Blaufus by a stroke, shot -6. Krista Kovac won the FA2 division. MA2, only one player under par at -2, Peter Fitzsisti, beat Charles Bednarchik by 2 strokes. Patreon member, contributor to the show, Marcia Focht, won the FA60 division. MA60, is that where you played, Evan, or no?
No, a couple of years to go for that, yeah. I would if I could.
Yeah, why not? Lewis Davis beat John Furman, -3 to -2. Carletta Darling won the FA50 division. MA50 was Kenji Klein was tied with Jeff Darling. Do we know if there was a tie break or... Oh, this is a flex, so we don't do tie break. See, I purposely forget those type of things so that I can say the whole thing about the whole tiebreaker, you know.
And how can somebody's rating be different with the same score?
No, they have the same rating.
8, 9.
No, that's the regular rating. The round rating 922.
Okay,
that's
well, just ignore me.
Because that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, let's dig into that for a minute. If it's a flex and you're playing at different times of the day, would that affect the rating or no?
No.
You say one of them played first thing in the morning and that wouldn't matter?
No.
Because they take it the whole round as a whole, right? When they do that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, no, it's good to ask the questions even if the answers are obvious. Or
stupid.
Yeah. Well, not stupid, but, you know.
Brave.
A good question.
Lisa Lundquist won the FA40 division. What about MA40? Evan, how'd that go?
It was a good, fun day, my play notwithstanding, but that's not the important thing. Got there early. I was playing with Ryan Yadow and Brian Monahan, and originally Tim Goyette, who unfortunately had to withdraw due to his ongoing injury issues.
He's going to be out for a few weeks, right? He said?
Yeah, he's still kind of looking for answers. I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm not exactly sure. I know he's not feeling well, and it's a bummer.
I only bring it up because I forgot to mention at the beginning that he wasn't here.
Yeah, we're wishing Tim well and hoping he's back to health soon.
Yep.
But so he dropped out, and Kat Bemis actually reached out to see if it was cool to join our card, which obviously was very cool. Vibes were great. Got there a little early, and Kevin Kroenke had arrived. So meaning me, Brian, Ryan, Yadow, and Kevin. So let's go warm up. We'll go play 6, 7, 8, 9 because I still don't have a great strategy on 8 blue. I wanted to see if I can drive the green. Spoiler, not yet. So we went over to 6, and we went over to the blue tee, and we looked over. There was a younger kid and an older woman by the white tee. And Kevin said, hey, you guys go ahead. We're just practicing. So this kid threw a forehand on 6 white and smashed chains. And he was super excited because it turned out that was his first ace. So we all went over and signed his disc, and the woman with him was his grandmother. They were visiting from Florida. She took a picture of him with us. It was really exciting for him. I think his name was Erich. He was probably 10 or 11. So that was a cool way to start the day.
And he didn't have to call his grandma.
Exactly. She was right there. And we said, okay, now your turn. And she laughed and, did not throw it in, but they were having a good time. We were the second card. We went out at 12:10. We were right behind Justin Micheli, Lisa, Juliet, and I forget who else was on their card. So we were probably, I want to say we got to like hole 9 or so, and there was a message through the scoring app from Mike Schwartz that said, there are reports of a person by 13's basket being sketchy. Here's my number. Call me if you need me. Like, all right, that could be literally anything at Central Park. So we kept going. We hadn't seen the card in front of us until we got to 13's tee, and then we saw them out in the fairway past the white tee. So Mons and I walked out. Justin kind of walked back to meet us. There was a woman by the basket, and Lisa had gone out to nicely explain to her what was going on and could we possibly please play through and she was met with apparently just outright hostility, and this person was upset that other people made me move and it's my birthday, and she was drinking and smoking and not interested in moving. So we were all just kind of standing there. They had already been waiting for 15 or 20 minutes. Lisa had told Mike, and I guess Mike had called one of the city employees, being a police officer, to come out and talk to her. I don't know what their conversation consisted of, but she did pick up her stuff and move just in time for a lightning strike within a mile. So then we got hit with a half-hour lightning delay. So we spent a good amount of time camped out on 13's tee pad, just kind of chilling. No rain, but that kind of cooled off everybody's rhythm a little bit.
This is a question to the tournament director types. How does that work? Like for a park like Central Park, do you have to get approval to close the course? How does that kind of stuff work?
Yeah, Minekill, we get a special use permit, which we file with New York State Parks, and that gives us basically like exclusive access to the course. And we do that for safety reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
J Park, I think, depending on the event, we usually get some kind of permit from J Park. It's much more relaxed. For CPS, I'm not sure if Mike got one or not. I'm guessing he did, but.
Mm-hmm. And CTK, Jaimen, that would be a little different because that's not a park necessarily.
Yeah, I just talked to them. Basically, scheduling is just making sure there's not any other big events on that weekend.
Okay. I just was curious because some are on a city park, some are state parks, some are just on land, so I didn't know how that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there was a sign up by the first tee, that said there's a tournament in progress today, please enjoy one of our other fine local courses, something to that effect. Mm-hmm. The person camping out at 13's basket was not a disc golfer that I could tell, and it was just kind of a weird, hadn't really run into that during a tournament before type of thing. But eventually we got rolling again and finished out the round. I did not have a great round, but that's okay because I had a really fun day. Didn't do well in MA40, but I beat Cap by 1 stroke, so I'll take that for whatever it's worth. And thanks again to Mike for running another flex.
Absolutely. And Patreon Terry Hudson is your winner, shot a -2. He beat Ryan Yadow by 3 strokes.
Evan, we never heard about what happened on hole 8.
Oh, no. In warm-ups, I tried to see if I could drive the green. Not quite. So I laid out to the fairway and pitched up, and I don't know. If I have to look at my score, I probably missed it.
I'm curious. I'm dying to know.
No, I was more interested in the extracurriculars and not my golf. I bogeyed it. Thanks, Erich.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
Dope.
Juliet Barney won the FA1 division. And Alex, you played MA1?
I did, as I, have been this year. For those of you just tuning in, supposedly. I am earning my way towards an Am Worlds invite for 2026. So I'm signing up for pretty much every local tournament I can in the Am1 division. And I did all right. Not as well as I would have liked, but, I didn't have a ton of errors, but I just never really had anything going on, Very few opportunities for birdie, couple of opportunities for bogey, and that's kind of how it went. I think I had 1 birdie and 3 bogeys, and that was my round. The other 14 were par. So can't really complain. Played with Adam, who I'm not familiar with, and the Tower of Power. Jason Gorsuch, super nice card, super simple play through there. Didn't really have anything to report. Just a little bit disappointing that I didn't get as many birdies as I would have liked.
Picked up a few points?
Yep, picked up 30 or so points, something like that, which, can't complain. Every bit helps.
Exactly. You did lose out to Joseph Goyette IV, so,
Yeah, no, I beat him in the Summer Battle Royale, so it's only fair he gets his revenge at some point, yeah.
All right. So it looks like Anthony Bahansky and Chandler Harvey were tied for the MA1 division. They both shot -5. Jeremy Forehand, Florida Man Million, shot a -3, and Tyler the Cannon Gannon came in 4th at a -2. Brian Kilgore won the MP50 division by 2 strokes over Brian Petit. Christy Petit won the FP40 division. Your card mate, Alex J. Gorsage, was the only under par in the MP40 division, beat out Brian Bickersmith by 4 strokes. Caitlin Clay won the FPO division. And Corey, I believe last week you said that you were guaranteeing a victory over Brian Bickersmith in this tournament, right?
Did I actually?
I think so. I think it was this one. Well, you said he's not going to beat you. So, first of all, he didn't play in the same division. I'll pull the clip if I'm right.
I just dropped, so there might be a spot open. I dropped last night.
Oh,
so
Brian Bickersmith took your spot then.
Nice.
Corey, did you say you're playing?
I am playing, yep.
So another opportunity for Bickersmith to beat you?
Not happening. It's going to rain during this round. It's going to be clear as day for mine. I'm going to whoop his ass.
All right, we got it on tape.
Yeah.
But if not,
Yeah, that'd be hilarious if I said that because
how'd it go?
I didn't play that great. I had a pretty slow start to get my first birdie, and I think I got the least amount of birdies out of everybody in the MPO. Wasn't putting too well. So before that, I played with Troy Moran, Kyle Hirsch, and Tucker Kozlowski. But me, Kyle, and Troy went to Blatnick to try to warm up. Since it's about 10 minutes from the course. They have a driving range there, and surprise, it was kind of a nice day out. Although it was a little too hot. There was a bunch of golfers there, like, using the driving range, so that was basically worthless. And most of the courses, like, wouldn't be worth, like, playing the course and getting tired just trying to, like, throw shots. But I thought I was putting well and throwing pretty well when we warmed up, but once we got to the park, I wasn't doing either of those things. Once we got through, like, the par 5, hole 14, like, I had just, this says double bogeyed it. I felt like way worse than that. But I took a 7 on the par 5. Wasn't looking at scores. I felt like I was +8 at that point or something. And I think I finally did look after the next hole, which I also bogeyed, and I was +4. And I just kept remembering that Brian was +3. So I'm like, well, if anything, maybe I could birdie the last 2 holes, which 17 is, super birdieable hole, and 18 is also a pretty birdieable hole. So I birdied the last 2 holes, finished +2, one better than Brian, but also that round was 1 stroke better than basically not counting. Like, I never gave up at any point on the round. I was trying to save it, but I was not executing. So then to birdie the last 2 holes to beat Brian, but it ends up being a 914 rated round instead of like 905 or whatever, and just not even counting. I don't know if it was super worth it, but no, yeah, it definitely was.
What do you mean by not even counting?
If I didn't birdie one of the last 2 holes I did birdie, then it would have like been under my standard deviation or whatever. So like, it was such a bad round, it wouldn't have even counted in my rating calculation. Not that I really care that much, but
now it will.
Yeah, I threw just good enough
to potentially lower your rating.
Yeah, it won't make that much of a difference, but it is kind of funny.
So we didn't even get to the Boondock Battle, and your cash streak is already gone.
Well, I wasn't really counting this one. It's just a flex. No one's really looking at flexes. If winning multiple flexes don't count as like 100% legit MPO wins, then not cashing at one certainly going to affect the streak.
All right. That's fair. So the streak is still alive at 1.
Yep.
All right. So, Corey, you ended up tied for 8th with Adam Keller, 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. Tucker Kozlowski tied for 6th with Troy Moran. Troy Vasari came in 5th at -4. Justin Michelli and Joe Byerly tied for 3rd at -7. And Peter Hodge and Kyle Hirsch tied for 1st place at -10. Any other notes about that event? Another successful Mike Schwartz joint, as the kids would say, 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was hot and humid, though.
I think there was an ace in MA3, actually. Somebody got 11 white. Ryan lucked. Good job.
I was going to complain about it being hot and humid, but I would 100% take hot and humid over actively raining. So, yeah, no, we're good.
The only other thing to shout out to about CPS is just before the event, was it just Corsage? Did anyone help him? I don't even know. But at least Corsage put a new tee pad in hole 4. That one was like bricks and it was like basically falling apart. He put a nice frame and pavers there. And hole 6, which has historically been criticized for being like the only hole that doesn't have a tee pad, and it's used this rug that has basically a ditch going through it. He built this insane raised foundation basically with a drainage pipe tee pad. So yeah, didn't want to forget to shout out Jason Corsage.
Shout out Josh Lee for helping Jason as well.
Okay, so Josh was there. Yeah, I wasn't sure who else might have helped him.
Nice. So you guys said there's another one coming up. You said in August. Where's the next one?
Prospect Park.
Registration open?
Yes, it is. I'm signed up.
All right.
There was a rumor that the circus might be coming back to Prospect Park, but I looked into that today at work. I work for the city of Troy, and the circus hasn't contacted the park yet, so fingers crossed there may not be a conflict with the circus this year. We'll see.
All right. Speaking of signing up, Fun in the Sun 2 Players Packs will now include a PDGA stamped Crave. The cost doesn't change from $20. They have 20 signed up so far. It'll be a great day with a potluck and 2 rounds August 9th. Fun in the Sun 2. That's of women's only, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, it sounds good. I would have signed up. Rate my speed. $20 and potluck. Quick shout out to Liam Doyle, who got drafted 5th by the Cardinals. I didn't even know he played baseball.
That's why he's so busy.
Mm-hmm. Jason and Corey, you guys were the 2 that played at the Boondock Battle?
Yes, sir.
All right. So before we get to that, Randy, what'd you do this past week?
So this last weekend, I went home for the Cape Cod Open, which I've been playing since my first year of playing tournaments, 2018. If you haven't played Burgess Park, it's a pretty dang short technical par 3 course. And at this point, I just am going back for like the hang and seeing people I kind of see every year. I have had some good rounds there, but a lot of the time I shoot really kind of average for that course. Not a ton of highlights. Parked a few baskets each round and took some silly tree kicks. And I think I shot right at my rating for the day, which I can't complain about. You know, a few unlucky things each round could have changed things, but it was a good time. And we always get, seafood and stuff after. So good trip every year.
Heck yeah. What's your next event you got going?
Probably a doubles event, whichever one comes up first. The Durrell and Quill Hill, I think, would be my next real event.
Nice. And Erich, you talked about your weekend, right? Where did you go again?
Yeah, so for Rob Gertzman's bachelor party, myself and a couple of guys, shout out Josh Lee and Nick Alcatraz, Tim Martino, and F. Dennis. We went to Fox Run Meadows and Brewster. We actually started with Brewster. You guys recommended starting Fox, but glad we didn't do that 2 days. We did Brewster out in Vermont. I think it's ranked number 8 in the world or 7 in the world. Awesome course, super wooded, very technical. Had a good time. Then played Fox Run Meadows, super hot. Open. Was actually really surprised at some of the gold tees, how good of the shots I was throwing, weirdly enough.
What layouts did you guys play?
So we did gold and blue mix, actually.
Wow.
Figured we're there, why not? We drove all the way up there. It's a 4-hour drive. Might as well, make the drive worth it. But actually had some really good shots on gold tees I was pretty proud of, and really bad shots as well. And made about 1 putt, I think, the whole weekend. So yeah, it was a good time. Burger Barn was great.
Did you go with my strat of giving every burger on the menu a number, assigning a number 1 through whatever it is, like 33, and then asking random.org to pick you one, and then just going with it no matter what?
What? No, I didn't. That wasn't right. You guys didn't tell me this.
Oh, damn, I thought you would have known.
That sounds crazy because you could end up with some goat cheese or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not that risky. Goat cheese I'm okay with. It's the mystery meat in the back that I'm worried about.
Oh, dude, well, yeah, when we were there for the tournament, the one that I got, it was like it reminded me of like a Stewart's Meat Lovers breakfast sandwich. It had burger, turkey, ham, bacon, some other stuff on it. And then she asked me what condiments to put did I want. And I didn't even know how to answer that with all that random stuff on there. Which one did you get? Do you remember?
I got the, what is it called? It was the Oklahoma, I think, or something like that. Everything sounded, delicious.
What was the key features? What was that made it more than just a burger? Anything fancy?
Fried onions.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty, if you can't notice, my voice is a little hoarse. It was a pretty hazy, foggy weekend. I'm not going to lie. But I do know it was called the Oklahoma, and it was well worth the money and well worth the wait. You got to be willing to wait 30 minutes for a burger.
It's Vermont. It takes them 10 minutes to take a right turn.
Yeah,
it's true, dude.
Well, you probably had access to the pool, but did you guys check out any of the swimming holes?
So what's great is, weirdly enough, the Airbnb, I'm the one who set it up, was literally a 2-minute drive from Brewster and Fox Run. So that was perfect. And on the way there, taking the turn up the hill, there's a bridge. And I just had this weird gut instinct to stop, and literally stopped, checked it out, and saw a huge watering hole right beneath the bridge. And we went down to that. Perfect, cold, probably 6 or 7 feet deep, with cascading slides that go into more pools and stuff. That was really cool. And shout out Nick Alcatraz for throwing a 450-foot drive on hole 18 of Fox Run Meadows.
He'll catch Azariah soon.
I think they're going in different directions.
Yeah. One of them was flat. I won't say who.
Well, I just know that off the gold tee, he got in a damn good position considering what you see on coverage. I was pretty impressed.
Alex, he posted the menu for the place you went to. What's it called? The Burger Barn. The Oklahoma has fried onions, smash burger with sizzle sauce.
It was the sizzle sauce. I think that really got me. I was excited. I didn't even know what it was, but it sounded sizzling. It just sounded good.
What's a smash burger?
It's a thinner burger, right? Is that what it is?
They smash the shit out of it. They take it on the grill and just...
You put it on the grill as a circle, as a ball, and then you smash it.
So it gets thin, crispy edges.
Okay. You mentioned Nick at Cats Alcatraz.
Yes, sir.
Him and Adam Nelson shot a -15 at Prospect Park double.
Dang.
Mm.
Evan, were you there tonight?
No, I didn't go tonight.
Oh, I didn't think so.
So, Jaimen, I know you did on Sunday. What'd you do the rest of the weekend?
No disc golf. I had a family reunion on Saturday that I was at. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of running around and that kind of stuff. Closest thing to disc golf related that I did was I made my mom a patio, which was basically just a 14 by 11 tee pad. So all those skills are coming in handy, I guess.
Did you screet? Isn't that what it's called, with the leveling it and such? The screet?
Yeah, I had a board. At that width, it was more or less useless. Usually the board I use fits in between the 4x4 frames. And the way that I did it, it didn't have a frame on it. So it's just kind of sitting in the ground. Mm. So like the screed itself wasn't actually helping keeping anything flat because there was no frame of reference for it to use. But no, it worked out. My right leg was sore for like 3 days after that, just like trying to get standing back up and kneeling down the entire time. But everything's all good now.
So Sunday, Jaimen and I, we played at Warwick. So Saturday night, I spent like half the night preparing. I got my notepad out and I was writing down all my routes and such for all the lines I hit. And when I got there on Sunday, he said they're not playing silver, so I had to throw it all out. But yeah, so we played blue, silver, and blue, blue.
Do you like draw it out?
No, I knew that was just making a joke about.
Okay, all right.
Because that's all I play. When I play Warwick, I always play silver, silver. Not that he would need advice from me. I'll pretend that he does, but no. I've played every layout there, but a few of them only a couple times. So we played blue, silver, which it was fun to play from the blues. About halfway through the blue, blue, though, I probably, I think I ran out of gas.
You stuck it out, though. You were there the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't make that last putt because if you know hole 18, I was, like 15, 20 feet above the basket. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not even, because I'd have to walk down the down slope and then walk back up. I'm like, no, I'm good.
That was a tap in. You had
it was, tap in. Easy peasy. But you played another round after that or no?
Yep. I went over to Edenville, got some potato salad and another gallon of water and came back and played blue to blue again.
Goodness. You know what I did today?
What?
I drove out there and I trimmed the bushes.
Oh,
on hole 15, the walkway, from 15 silver to 15 blue. I don't even know how many people are going to use it for the tournament day, but it was all prickers. So it was just annoying. So it was on my mind the rest of the day. And then today I was like, you know what? I got a couple hours to kill. So, I mean, it only took 10 minutes, but it's a half-hour drive each way. So
yeah, that's that kind of stuff though, that like Cutler, he's probably working on big stuff. That's the kind of stuff that kind of slips through the cracks, but like that's the path from blue to silver. And we do all play that. So that is definitely a path that, nobody's going to get snagged on a thorn now. And those rose thorns suck to get hit with. So I'll definitely appreciate it while I'm walking through. And I'll tell everybody else who did it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the rest of the course looked like it's in really good shape. I thought, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't notice anything else. Although that one Mando marker, that tree was down.
Oh, that's right. I got to let him know about that. That would be an interesting one for the tournament. Hole 8, for everybody who's played Warwick, the tree that the Mando marker's on is dead. And now it's just like a 10-foot stump, which is also fallen over. So the Mando tree is like at an angle pointing up. And depending on, how people interpreted that could be really, really strange.
Other than that, I mean, I thought the course was in really good shape. Like I said, it's the one thing I noticed and it was, bugging me. So
is it Breakwell Steel? Is that the name of the course?
Yes.
Yep.
It's rated number 2 in New York. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a sick course. Well worth it.
Okay, gonna have to go there.
I will say though, it is like the Godfather movie of disc golf courses where, and Corey will probably agree here, people build it up so great that it's the greatest movie, that it's the greatest course. It is a great course, but don't go in there thinking that it's a great course.
Understood.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I mean, Wilcox at number 1, same thing. Beautiful course. I have nothing to complain about. But if you go in thinking it's going to be, heaven.
Yeah.
With Warwick, there's a lot of historical context with it. Like, I know players who moved to the area, Tim Giardini to be specific, like he moved to the area and he was like kind of cool moving to the area because he knew that he was going to be within 2 hours of Warwick. And like he moved here from like Wisconsin. So it's like back in the day, it was a very, very well-known but well-regarded course. And it still is. And it's awesome. It hasn't changed too much since then, I think. But, that's kind of part of it.
Yeah, but still a great course. And another course where in the same parking lot, there's 2 courses. We were talking about it last week. Wolf Woods is, if you put that into UDisc, that plays as a separate course because it is a separate course. So we were talking about that last week as far as counting your courses. Wolf Woods would definitely count as a separate course from Breakwell.
I'd agree.
And then on top of that, right across the road is Dan Doyle's, I guess, private course, but it's not private. You can go play it. It's on his land. And he's also building a brewery and a restaurant on it as well. So,
which is opening soon, I believe.
Yeah, I think. Yep. One-stop shop for a lot of really cool disc golf.
Yeah, the Oasis.
Eric, we got to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got a free smoke down there. That sounds awesome. I'm looking at pictures.
And if you want to know anything about Silver at Breakwell, I got you guys. I got you. I know all the Silver
Can you fax me your notes?
Again, I didn't make no.
Yeah, no, just fax them to me. I'll give you the number.
Yeah, okay. I happen to have a fax machine here.
I have a real shitty one at work, so.
Oh my. Well,
I think
government.
Greg Kurtz was trying to use it to get on the podcast.
Yeah. One of the things that Jaimen was trying through the Warwick Poor Signal was to check in on the Boondock Battle at Greek Peak. The B tier in Cortland, New York, tournament director Rick Powell and Troy Whidden, the assistant tournament director, had 58 players, and both Jason and Corey played. How'd you do, Corey?
Not too great. I forgot when we signed up that I assume this is in Binghamton area, which is like 2 hours, but it's actually further than Binghamton and closer to the Finger Lakes out near Cortland. So it was about a 3-hour drive. And I think I got home from the CPS Flex the night before at 9. So basically I tried to go right to bed because I had to wake up at 4 o'clock. But left early morning Saturday, went and picked up Kyle. We carpooled down there. Us two, as well as Justin Mucelli and Joe Byerly, were camping basically like on the resort property. It was another super hot and humid weekend. I pretty much complained the entire time and did bring a sweat towel. And then I remembered, like, man, if it's this bad now, and it was like, I don't know, mid 80s and like 130% humidity, it felt like. But the people that played CTK Amside the week before, I'm like, there's no way I would have been able to play that. Yeah, so playing the course blind, I think Jason was the only one that had experience there. But we didn't really have time to warm up except for to see that many holes, except for before the actual first round started.
All 3 rounds are on the same course?
Same course, yep. For MPO, we played long to long, round 1 and 3, and short to short, round 2. Now, not every hole had like 2 tee pads or 2 baskets, or I think some even shared. Was there any holes that were exactly the same? Yeah, there's at least 1 or 2 holes that were exactly the same from either layout. So kind of a mixture. I had a pretty slow round 1. Didn't get enough birdies. The back nine's got a decent amount of OB on it, and I found it a couple times. I threw a +7 round 1, which was still 940 rated. So it felt terrible. It didn't end up that bad, but it's just like another round where, like, man, if I just didn't go OB, if I didn't take those 2 stupid OB strokes, it would have been, a better round. Although there was plenty of other people that were, struggling the same way.
What was your score for round 1?
+7.
The number?
69. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I threw a 69 round 1. At that point, I think I was towards the bottom of the leaderboard. They had a food truck there, so I had a cheeseburger and fries and a soda and a beer, which kind of came back to haunt me for round 2, playing the short layout, because I think I spent like 3/4 of that round not feeling sick, but feeling like I could have had like a wet burp at any point. Just because like the soda was fizzy. It was legit. It was probably one of the hottest rounds I've played this year. I probably drank a gallon of water and it still wasn't enough. And you could just feel like the sweat like pouring down your face. I actually had to like bring a sweat towel for once.
That's a 2 point.
This was 3 rounds. Was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday. 2 rounds on Saturday, 1 round on
Tea time Sunday?
Yep, tea time Sunday. And we actually played the long layout first and then the short layout second. And that was amazing because to walk that entire property again, but throwing the longer layout the second round would have been demoralizing. So every time we got to a hole, you'd be like, oh yeah, we're playing the shorts, thank God. If for no other reason than like some of the walks were a bit shorter. So Greek Peak is this entire resort. They got all types of stuff, mountain coasters, disc golf, mountain biking. They have like a man-made lake that they have for swimming and like, I don't know what they're called, like pedal boating, boats with like pedals, like you're riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they got those things, and there's kids fishing, and they use the pond for the lake for actually there's snowmaking. But the entire round 2, I could not wait for it to be over so I could go into that lake. So yeah, once we finished round 2, Jason, me, Kyle, Justin, Joe, We probably spent about an hour sitting in the water, which was more than refreshing. It was needed. But round 2, myself and Justin actually threw the hot round of the division at 6 down, which brought me right back to 1 stroke off the cash line. Kyle and Justin were at the cash line at even between the 2 rounds, and I was 1 over. After that, we went to the town of Cortland and had some like sit down like Mediterranean takeout that was amazing. And after that, went to the campground and hung out and had some beers, threw a frisbee around a bit.
When you say campground, is it actually like tents and such, or is it like cabins?
So they did have a lodge that was, I don't know if they did cabins, but they had like a lodging, more like lodging that apparently was filled up because Jason informed us that they were housing security guards, or were they correctional officers, Jason?
Yeah, I think correctional officers.
So yeah, most of the rooms, like the lodging rooms, were taken by that. But there is like a RV parks, and on the other side is like more tenting area also on the resort, so as to say. But we were in the tenting side for sure. I think Joe was car camping, but yeah, we all had tea times. So, it was a tea time thing. So MPO wasn't playing until about 12:30-ish. So we had plenty of time to, kind of like sleep in and slowly pick up. We went to breakfast in Cortland and went to a nice diner. I can't remember, Jason, I feel like the first time I started doing that was like Syracuse Open a few years ago when me, you, and Kyle went maybe. And ever since then, whenever we have a chance to like go to a diner before like team challenge or a tea time tournament, I try to take advantage of that. So we did that. And then, like I said, the resort actually has like one of those mountain coasters where it's kind of like a little single seat cart on rails that a lot of these, ski mountains have invested in. So myself, Kyle, and Justin, we paid the $17 to do it once. It was cool, but I think like the ride up the hill, like on the chain lift, was maybe 5 minutes, and the ride down was maybe 30 seconds. So it wasn't. I wouldn't do it again for $17, but I guess I'd do it once for $7. So then round 3. I think the temperature was maybe a couple degrees cooler, but somehow it was more humid round 3, or we were just all exhausted. I played somehow better, but also worse than round 1. Like I think I threw 2 strokes better round 3, but I only got 1 birdie as opposed to 2, so it kind of felt worse. Lost my disc on the second to last hole of the entire tournament, one of my go-to Halo wraiths, so I was kind of bummed about that.
Do you think you felt worse because you at least had played it one time previously and now you've got a little familiarity kind of thing, or?
I would say yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's some holes that like I still think are tough, and not that they're bonus birdies, they're just lower percentages. But like, now I did have some good holes. Like there's a par 5 out there that probably averaged on the weekend at least a stroke over par, and I was able to par that both times with kind of birdie chances. And I birdied hole 1 all 3 rounds, which wasn't necessarily the hardest hole, but you did kind of have to play the wind right, and the approach is blind, and you probably had to make a good putt. So to get that one all 3 times, I felt good about. I think with the OB at the course, the ratings get a little inflated because some people really struggle with the OB. And also, I was comparing the course to kind of outside of the listing area, I suppose, but Clay Park East in Syracuse, where, there's some really nice fairways with some skinny trees kind of dotting the entire way up there. But if you nick one of those trees and kick left or right more than 30 feet, you're going to be in some of the worst rough that you've probably played in. So kind of punishing course if you're not absolutely dialed. So either way, I finished one position. Theoretically one position off the cash line if you're looking at the results, but that's because there was a 3-way tie for last cash, which actually I was 4 strokes off of that. So my cash streak has officially been reset.
So would you say you're the Alex of this tournament, being 1 spot off the cash line?
The new Alex, yeah.
I'm the new Alex,
yeah.
I held my position for 1 tournament.
But it was a cool place. They are playing that course for New York State Champs, which I kind of forgot about or didn't realize. So I'm glad I went out there to play it. I just will look forward to not playing it in the conditions we played it in. The one thing is the course is a lot of the baskets are already on hillsides. And then some of the ones that aren't on like big hillsides are then elevated. So it's just like all day you're kind of putting uphill, kind of almost to an extreme degree. So there's a couple, hole 18 is literally on top of like an old chairlift. It's probably 15 feet up in the air. I don't know if I'm exaggerating or if I'm shorting it, Jason, but it literally has a step ladder to get up to it. And it's like one of the most in the open holes. So it's a tough course, and it was worth going out there to play ahead of the New York State champs. So
it's probably like 9 or 10 because Joe like laid up, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna be able to make the putt. And he's a pretty tall guy. He was able to kind of just like turbo toss it in there.
Okay, but he did go on the other side where it's a little bit shorter, right?
Yeah. It is one feature of the course that seems a little, I don't say gimmicky, but like if it's really windy and you have to finish the 18th hole there, you could like give up a 5-stroke lead just putting back and forth on it.
That's what I was thinking of when Alex asked me that question about the things you don't like on a course. If you need a step ladder to get up, I don't know. That stuff kind of seems silly to me.
Oh, you're going to hate Porcupine Springs.
I don't know. I find that different because, Corey's talking about they're playing states at that. This, they're talking about, winning a grill,
That's okay. All right. Okay. When you put it that way.
It's just that with Greg's thing, you kind of know that going in.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Evan was there the first time I ever went and we played shorts. And I'm literally talking about how I hate gimmicky baskets. And Evan goes, "You're going to hate this course." And Greg just starts dying. But it was deeper than that. It's exactly that kind of a situation where it's like, this is more casual playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I finished one position off the cash line, but I did throw like a 995 rated round 2, which felt great. Kyle Hirsch finished at the cash line. He averaged just below his rating. And Justin, that was at 2 over. And Justin finished in 7th, averaging just above his rating and also throwing that 995 rated round 2. So nice. Far, as far as DisCap area people, we did pretty good. You just cut me out.
2 out of 3 made the cash line so far. So Jason, you played as well. How'd that go for you?
Went well. Troy Whidden reached out to me a couple months ago and asked if he's kind of curious to get my takes on the course. Signed up, not thinking I would actually be able to play, but I dropped out of the flex and was able to make it out there because I had to work late. So I figured I'll just travel out there late. And I got there, and Justin Lohr played a quick round on the longs with me Friday night. Really like the course. I love the views. It's got a pretty cool resort vibe. I really like the design. It's a pretty good mix of woods and fields. As Corey said, there's some OB. I think there's an island green on 9, and then hole 17 and 18 have some like flagged OB. So the last 2 holes, OB definitely comes into play. But yeah, it was super hot and humid all weekend. I don't think I've sweated so much ever in a tournament. Like it was bad. That lake they have, it's Hope Lake. Swimming in that was like the highlight of the weekend. I think for me, I was eyeing it up because you kind of play around the entire lake. And when you get to 17, 18, like you're right on the edge of it. And I was just like looking at it the whole time, like, oh, I just want to jump in there. So yeah, I played well Saturday. It was tied for the lead. Ended up driving home Saturday night. Brought the family out Sunday since we didn't have to get there really early. Kids got to swim in the lake. Marcia came out and hung out with Jess and swam too. Played the final round, and the one thing Corey left out was like in the middle of the tournament, it just totally downpoured. There was like a heavy thunderstorm came through. I kind of risked it and didn't bring an umbrella, and I had my cart, so there was really like full exposure. It pretty much rained the entire time we played hole 12, which is like this long uphill par 5. It's, I think, my favorite hole in the course. But yeah, it just kind of got wet after that. Final round went really well, aside from one hole. Hole 5, I totally screwed that up. Ended up triple bogeying it. That pretty much gave away my lead. And yeah, ended up finishing second. So did pretty good, all things considered. It's a really nice resort. I was kind of bummed that we couldn't stay at the resort with the family and stuff, and driving back and forth kind of sucked. But the course itself is very difficult. Like I think par, the rating was like over 990. And that's a mix of, like Corey was saying, some of the roughs are very rough. It's remind me of clay. The whole course kind of remind me of a mix between like Clay Park, Parma, and Smugs, just because of like the resort vibe.
Yeah, like Jason, you triple bogeyed hole 5, which looking at it, it says 204 feet on PDGA.
It's the easiest par 3 on the course.
And I double bogeyed hole 7, which is 234 feet.
Yeah, there's a lot of fast greens. I was able to stay mostly on the fairway, but if you get off, you're really scrambling to find a way back onto the fairway.
Oh, and then yeah, round 2, I kind of didn't mention, but I shot the hot round 2 on the shorter layout, and that was with a triple bogey on a 235-foot hole. That hole 15, little downhill putter guy. But yeah, the course can get real angry at you.
Yeah, if you kick off the fairway into the rough is pretty tough. It's kind of a work in progress. Troy had walked the course when we were playing the final round and was pointing out where they're putting some new long tees and other positions. So it's a mix of like short and long baskets, short and long tees. They don't have everything fully done. Like Corey said, I think at least 3 holes are the same for short and long. But I think personally, the property has like enormous potential. I think the design's amazing. I think that course is gonna be really good. I mean, right now it is really good. I would recommend anybody go out there and play it, but really interested to see how that course develops.
Just a quick aside, registration for Wilcox tonight opens in all divisions. Has everybody gotten in that needs to get in?
Yep. It tried to open at 8 o'clock, but
Oh, there was a glitch?
Yeah, a little bit of a glitch, but it was working by 8:15.
Nice. Well, Jason, you had 1,009 rated round 1.
Yeah, round 1 went really well. Just stayed on the fairway, avoided all those bad roughs. The first bogey I got was I did something stupid. I tried to throw like a roller on a hole that I shouldn't have. But
on that point, I have never seen so many forehand rollers get thrown during an actual tournament. I'm not even lying. I think I saw at least 20 forehand rollers, 10 of them in one round, and I actually threw 2 of them myself round 3 after seeing it so often.
Just like getting out of the rough.
Yeah, I saw some crazy shots, like people like throwing way over the rough just to try to just crazy, like where you're not even looking in the right direction when the disc comes out of the guy's hand because you didn't think that's what he was going to do. Like some crazy creative shots were being thrown. Some of them worked out better than others, but
I watched Joe Byerly play it, and he just made the course look really easy. It's like throw it up the fairway, make a putt, and sometimes you'd have a little bit of bad luck, but that guy totally shredded the course. Made it look like there was no rough at all.
He was the winner. He shot a -9, averaged over 1,000, 2 of his 3 rounds, 10-17 and 10-21. Anything else on the Boondock Battle at Greek Peak, which, I mean, if you're wondering if it's out in the middle of nowhere, it's called the Boondock Battle. So I think that says enough for it. And this was the first year?
No, I think it's like the 3rd year, maybe.
Yeah.
He said that as soon as they started putting the course in, they started running this event. So it's changed a lot each year from what I've heard.
Okay. I was curious because it sounded like, I mean, if he was asking your opinions and such, it made it sound like it was newer, but that's cool. So 4 disc cappers in the cash in the top 10. That's not too shabby. At least some of these other people might be disc cappers too. I don't know. I got Joe Byerly, Jason, Justin, Kyle.
Yeah, all the other there's a lot of other names that are not unfamiliar to disc cappers, but they're definitely more CNY and Southern Tier and probably who knows where else.
Yeah, a bunch of Mind Kill Whips played MPL too.
Oh, that was a joke. Was it round 2 I played with Justin? Yeah, round 2 I played with Justin, and it was me and Justin and Tucker Middleton and Adrian Van Hall. So Justin made some comment like, "Oh, look at that! It's the J Park wrenches versus the Mind Kill Whips on this card."
Jason, you have a rules question?
Sure. Yeah, I got a whole list of them.
I have a rules question that I just want to ask you because I asked Jaimen on Sunday because last week we were talking about OB on roofs. Okay, I did a little bit of research, not a ton, but I don't think there's a hard and fast rule about this. Most buildings have an overhang. The ground underneath the overhang, is that OB or is that course specific? Or is there a hard and fast rule for that?
It would depend on how the tournament director defined the OB.
Okay, so basically there is no hard and fast rule. Okay, which that makes total sense. My other question is, I go OB on a roof and half the disc is hanging off. Is that in bounds?
I'd say yeah.
Okay. So did Jaimen. So does anybody have a disagreement on that? I feel like on a roof is on a roof, but I also understand that half of that disc is not OB. It's over an area that is not OB, right?
Yeah. Assuming it's not like on a roof, on a pavilion that's on a concrete pad. Yeah, I guess that's the only time.
But then it would be hanging over an OB area, so yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Then I'd just say the concrete is the OB and then not have to worry about the roof at all.
Okay. We were talking about that because, what was it, Jaimen, hole 14? The one with the little lake before the basket on the island there?
Oh, yeah.
I was OB. I mean, I wasn't keeping score anyway. We were just throwing to practice, really. So I got caught in a bush. You would agree, Jaimen, it was 100% over the water, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little iffy. I think that one was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, I would agree. So that was where that made me start thinking about that. Then we were talking about the other thing we talked about, which was you're already OB, you take casual relief. You're not going to get stroked twice. If I took casual relief from where the disc was and I went back, I've got a bush right in my face, like a big old bush. But he said, well, you can mark it a meter either way. So he's like, if you mark it a meter this way and you go backwards, you don't have that bush in your way, which was very beneficial. Probably would have double bogeyed it if I had to guess. But no, it's just interesting interpreting the rules and seeing them in practicality. But I wanted to verify that with you, and you guys both had the same opinion. So, and I didn't find anything to contradict it in the rules. So what do you got for a question, Jason?
Yeah, just elaborate on that more, because with OB, I think I said before, like there's a vertical plane that defines the OB. So if tournament director said the edge of the roof is the OB line, then that would be a vertical plane. So like if you were under the overhang, that could be OB. But then there's also another rule in the PDGA that says you can have playing surfaces above one another. So by that rule, if you're underneath it, you're on a playing surface that's inbound, which is really, really confusing.
I think Jaimen, one of the things he said on Sunday was, or maybe it was on here, I'm not sure, but that's why you always need a tournament director.
Yeah.
You know, you need somebody like to have the final say.
Because there is kind of like two rules that could be interpreted there. All right. So rules question. All right. So say it's the 2026 J Park Ice Bowl. Devin Cilantro is going to play. He's leading the card, steps up to hole 13. For those who don't know, hole 13 has an OB on the right side. It's like a tree line with bricks and stakes. It's a little breezy because it's the Ice Bowl, which usually is. He throws his backhand drive, turns over in a headwind, and lands in a tree over in the out of bounds. Now, the tree is completely out of bounds. The rest of the card mates throw, and then they proceed to walk their disc. As they're walking to the disc, a big gust of wind blows the disc out of the tree and puts it in bounds. Devin wants to play it from where he comes up on his lie. How should the card proceed?
As sympathetic as I feel towards Devin Cilantro, I think probably it came to rest in the tree and everybody saw that. And it's probably OB where they saw it go out.
Yeah, I think the big point to determine here is, did the disc come to rest? If it definitely came to rest, then yeah, like where it came to rest is the point where, you know, it's locked in. Wherever it came to rest, if it was OB there, then it's OB. But if no one saw it, like if you saw it go into the OB, but then no one saw it come to rest, if you don't know where the disc is and then something like that happens, where it goes down, you can't determine where it came to rest except for the point where it's now inbounds. So it really depends on, you know, did it come to rest and were people able to determine that it came to rest in OB? Because if not, then you might be inbounds.
All right, I'll add a little bit more to it. Say it lands in a branch and they can see the branch, it's out of bounds. But because it's so breezy that day, the disc never stops moving. It's locked in the branch and it's swaying in the wind. And then the wind sways it and throws it inbounds.
Interesting.
It's still considered at rest.
Yeah, that would be my instinct.
Do you remember when this happened to me while you were on my card?
Was this with the 2 meter rule?
Yeah, Mind Kill.
Yeah, Mind Kill hole 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Thanks.
I remember it happening to somebody. I didn't remember it was you.
Oh, yeah. I was very happy about it. But no, even if the branch is swaying, the disc came to rest there. It's just like a disc floating in a pond that's out of bounds. The disc came to rest. And yeah, as long as you saw it, that's the only way you know that it would have came to rest. Then it's marked as out of bounds.
In hindsight, I should have used the example of you going 2 meters on hole 10. That would have been better.
No, it took me a long time to figure out who Evan Cilantro was. I mean, Dylan Cilantro. Devin.
Jason, can I tell you, in 8th grade, we did a mock trial, and I was like one of the jury foremen or whatever, and my clever name I came up with was Kevin Basil. So Devin Cilantro, that hits home for me. That was good.
All right, well, good job, guys. You got it right. Then Devin, sorry, you're out of bounds.
Although this is almost the 2-year mark of the 2 meter rule heard round the table when Alex threw it into the ground and somehow got 2 metered off of it.
Yeah.
At Warwick.
Can you refresh for those of us that aren't familiar with that
I'm
story?
going to guess hole 16?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
hole 16. So hole 16 at Warwick, I believe I was playing blue to blue, is a downhill shot over an asphalt driving path. And I threw a forehand, and I was like, whatever I do, I just need to keep it low. If I throw it low, then I can't get caught in the OB, and I'll just be able to pitch up and take a par. So I throw it very, very low, skip off the asphalt road. It sails about 30 feet in the air and gets caught in a tree, and I get 2 metered anyway. So the story of the lowest throw ever that got 2 metered.
Good old 2 meter rule. For those that don't know, there used to be a 2 meter rule at Mind Kill. The older style courses like Warwick and Borderlands, it was more common. It's still a rule at Warwick. So if you're playing this weekend, I think the 2 meter rule is always in effect there.
That's one of the, I was going to say, is that the only course, at least in the area, that has a 2 meter rule? a standard 2 meter rule? Can anybody think of another?
I think in the area,
Yeah.
Cortland's kind of far, but I think there's one there.
Wilcox is in the same boat as Minekill, where it used to but doesn't anymore.
Yeah, as a tournament director, because the course designer of Minekill was adamant that 2 meter rule should be there because it's kind of like there's design features like hole 14. There's those 2 giant evergreen trees, and the thought was, hey, if you just punch into those, you're going to get penalized. But after running, I don't know how many years I ran the 2 meter rule, maybe like 4 or 5.
Plenty.
Yeah, it was probably about half the years I've been running it. You get a lot of complaints. People hate that rule, and there's some weird stuff that happens, and sometimes it's like unfair because like one person can hit a tree and stay, and the other one doesn't. You could argue either way, but I've been much happier since I removed the rule for the tournament.
Just one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, one less thing people complain about.
All right. So I got 2 things. I think you guys know how much I love Team Challenge, so I guess we got to address the Team Challenge topic tonight. That was half a joke. I don't know. Nobody else.
I was going to say, we can wait if you want to get to a quiz.
Well, I figured we got time for one thing. I was hoping to do maybe a Warwick picks.
Okay.
Also, I mean, the Team Challenge, there's no rush on it, I guess. What would you guys rather do?
I would say picks and then quiz.
I mean, because it just happened, so I thought it'd be important to talk about. Jason, you got time to do some picks for Warwick?
I could do picks. Yeah, probably not enough time for a Team Challenger quiz, though.
Yeah. Let me just get a whiteboard. The only thing I'd like to do, I think that since we got 7 people and 8 women, I think everybody should pick a woman, so that it makes you really think about when to pick the woman.
I was thinking the same thing.
So I'm going to share some insider information. One
Jess
of those
isn't
women
playing?
might be dropping. It's just 50-50 right now, so
Okay.
struggling to find a dog sitter.
Oh, goodness. The things you call your kids. That's mean. And they're off the training wheels. We skipped past that last week. That's a pretty big thing, no?
Yeah. Did I talk about that? I don't know.
You mentioned it. I made a note of it when I was editing. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, both my girls learned how to ride their bikes without training wheels a couple weeks ago. I mean, they're 5 and 7. So we got into biking, and I took them on the Albany Rail Trail, which goes from Albany to Voorheesville. It's 9 miles. We kind of started in the middle. I figured like, all right, maybe we'll go like, half a mile or something when they'll get tired. Because they have these tiny little bikes. Like Genevieve's bike is 12-inch tires with no gears. And over the course of the weekend, they did the entire thing. So 18 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they were very tired. I digress.
Nice. So how many picks we doing? MPO and FPO. So everybody's got to do one FPO with the foreknowledge that Jason gave us. So there's a risk, which just means if the other 7 all play and if Jess drops, you'd get the other one. But it's possible that, 2 people can drop and there's not enough too. So it's a bit of a risk. Makes you really think about that pick.
If we know that there's a 50-50 chance that there's only 7 females, then
Is that too tight?
is there a chance that there's only 6? Like, what is? I mean, maybe it's not.
I think it's a really good chance. That's why I find it exciting, but I'm not picking. So I'll whatever you guys want to do.
It works better when we do an even number or an odd number of picks? Question mark.
I was going to say, because
that's a weird statement.
There's how many people? 7?
Yeah, like does like the whole drafting work out better when there's an even number of picks? Not pickers, but picks, or an odd
Even
number.
because the snake order won't
Yeah.
be unfair then.
So we're looking at like 4 picks max, because any more than that for 7 people is going to take way too long.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay, yeah, sure. 3 MPO, 1 FPO, and let it ride.
All right. And we don't have a definitive way to determine the order.
How are we scoring? Is it just position
I say just position. Yeah, let's keep it simple.
and lowest score wins?
Yeah, there's no dark horse or anything like that.
Man.
So,
Position, not strokes.
yeah.
All right.
And if anybody picks an MPO that drops, they just get, and the same with the FPO, you just get so if 2 FPO drops, wouldn't you just end up in 6th place anyway?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's
Sure.
not terrible. So order wise, do we have
Whatever the order is on your screen, top to
Yeah,
bottom.
whatever you got. I was just going to say that.
well, normally it would be the order in which you signed on, but we did have to stop once. So it was then the order in which you all loaded.
Well, then just rank it by how you like us.
Yeah. Pick your MySpace top 7.
You're all 7th now. All right. So if you want to do it based on the screen, Alex has the first pick,
Oh, do I now?
followed by Jason, then Evan, who actually was the last one to sign on. So he's already gotten a benefit there. Randy is 4th. Corey is 5th. Jaimen 6th. And Mr. Connection Issues, Erich, is 7th. But that means you get the snake. So It's not too shabby.
And I get to learn how to play because it's my first time.
Do you have the tournament page open,
I
Eric?
do.
Okay.
All right, so you're picking 3 MPO and 1 FPO. Alex is on the clock.
All right. Well, I think there's a number of options for first pick. I don't think there's really a clear first pick, but for me, I'm going to go with Paul Kranz.
So the highest rated guy. Okay, no, that's cool.
Also MVP sponsored, also, classic local. But honestly, if you picked any of the top 6, 7, 8, any of them could easily be the winner of this tournament.
All right. Who you got, Jason?
I'm going to go with the Mind Kill champion, Lucas Oberholzer Hess.
That was definitely something that was in my head as an option.
He was definitely in Alex's top 7 or 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just heard from Greg. Monday the 21st, ? So that's next Monday. Okay. I'll get with him and figure out the specifics. All right. So Paul Kranz, Hess, Evan, who you got?
I am going to take Caitlin Clay.
Smart.
Yeah, I like that one.
Randy with the 4th pick.
I'll go Michelle Gallagher.
All right. Corey, who you got?
I think I'm going to go Harry Chase.
Jaimen.
Muted.
Thank you. I'm going to go with Jesse Longnecker.
Oh, this one will take a second. I did my board upright instead of horizontal, however you want to say that.
Portrait instead of landscape.
There you go. Erich, you got 2 picks.
2 picks? What?
You get the last pick in the first round, but then we snake it, so then you get the first pick in the second round, and then we go backwards.
A lot of pressure. All right.
And I don't know if you understand the scoring, but basically it's just placing. So the higher your player finishes in the tournament, that's how many points you get. The lowest points wins.
All right. I love it.
3 MPO and 1 FPO.
All right. So I know Corey wanted to pick himself, so I'll do that for him now.
In the first round?
Yeah.
I don't know if Corey's ever been picked in the first round before.
Let's go.
Wow.
Man, now I got to...
Maybe for dodgeball.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So you got Corey. Who is your first pick in the second round?
Oh,
you do have sorting, right? You have sorted by rating, highest to lowest. Okay.
Let's go with Paul Kranz.
He's already been taken.
He's already been taken. Yep.
Okay. Well,
you were doing your research. I understand.
Yeah.
A
lot of.
I just want to know what research you were doing on Corey.
The top 3 have been picked so far.
Corey's about to be on his streak.
Yeah.
He's continuing it. So.
He's got to start it somewhere.
He was getting a beer, I think.
Did somebody grab Dylan Horst already?
No.
Yeah, he's open.
All right. I'll grab him as well.
All right. Jaimen, your second pick.
My second pick is going to be Cassandra Leoy.
I had to scroll down to find out the exact spelling. I know there's a lot of I's and O's in there. I just had to make sure with the order of them. All right. Corey.
So I'm actually of the thought that the better strat is that you could take the last place finishing lady and it'll still only be a 7, as opposed to you could pick some shitter in MPO and he could fuck you by 20 points. So now that half the ladies are gone, I feel comfortable telling that strat. I'm not going to be going with a lady. I'm going to be going with Wyatt Mahoney.
Appreciate that peek behind the curtain.
I have the same strategy, Corey.
I was with you, Corey.
Yeah, surely you guys are.
It does remind me of when I played the J Park layout, the jammer holes for the tournament thing, because we didn't do a disc or no disc. And on the last question, he tells what the thing is, and they figured it out. I think they figured it out based on other things, but still, they ended up tying because of it. So
I did message Justin Muccelli, and I asked him, did he like last week's trivia again?
I actually thought about doing that, just releasing it as a separate thing.
No, it was good.
It worked out that we didn't do a quiz last week. Randy, who you got?
There's going to be a lot of asking now since there's so many of us. Did Capiccioli already get picked?
No.
Oh, then Dylan Capiccioli.
All right. Evan.
I'll take Steve Brinster.
Nice.
I don't know how familiar he is with this course, but okay. It's a risk, but what are you going to do? Jason.
Since Evan took my Brinster pick, I'm going to go with the defending champ, Matt Hammerstein. I think he's a defending champ, right?
Yeah. If he didn't win last year, he won it in the past 2 years.
All right. 2 picks to Alex.
Did Harry Chase get picked up?
Yes.
Fuck.
Ooh, Alex said the fuck word.
Kyle Moriarty, I think, is the...
In the top 10, you have Kyle and Gillis.
Yeah, no. I didn't have him written down because I figured someone was going to pick him, and then when someone picked him, I didn't have him to remove from my list, which threw me off. Yeah, we're going to go with Kyle Moriarty, and we're going to go with Andrew Fish.
Damn.
All right. Jason, your third pick.
Between a couple here. I'm going to go David Fleck.
Evan.
Next pick, mostly because I bought a disc from him at the expo. I'm going to take Landon Brooks.
All right. Randy. Just so you know, Michelle Gallagher's already been picked.
Ah, good. How about Miles Sayer?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Perfect.
Who you got, Corey?
Evan, who did you say you took?
I took Landon Brooks.
Okay, right. I gotta go with the homie, Robert Velicki.
It's a good one.
Yep. Jamin, who you got?
Slim pickings. I'm going to go with Ethan Yager. I saw this kid play last year, and he is freaking good.
And Eric, you got 2 picks, 1 MPO and 1 FPO.
Has anybody done Steve Brinster?
Yes.
Yes.
Dang it. All right. Andrew Fish.
Yep.
He's been picked as
Also
well.
Taken.
God, it's like I'm not even listening.
No, it's like you're not writing it down.
Yeah, no,
That's exactly what's happening.
Which
actually.
is fair. That's fine. No, that's fine.
No, it's
we'll
absolutely
keep
fine.
telling you.
I got a whole ass list.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this assignment. We'll go with Craig Cutler.
Ooh,
Good,
Yeah.
good pick.
good pick.
Love it because it was random.
And FPO.
Emily Moore picked.
No.
Nope.
Let's go.
All right, so that begins the final round. Who you got, Jamin?
Jamin Hume.
Ooh. I saw him practicing this weekend. That's a good pick.
I was going to take him.
Tough nuggies.
Good luck.
Corey, which FPO are you taking?
I'm gonna tell my girl to do that, and I'm gonna take Kate do that.
I mean, considering your strategy, that's not a bad pick. This is the 3rd highest rated female.
I'm sure that's not how she says her last name, but if it is, nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Randy, you've got MPO left. Yep.
Yeah, I'm also not writing it down. How about Zach Tassone?
I don't think
Nope.
anybody's picked him.
It's open.
Hey, I did it.
Evan.
Did anybody take Paul Krantz?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I'm stalling. I'll take Kyle Hirsch.
Bold strategy. Yikes.
See if it pays off.
I mean, regardless, however he does, he didn't get picked in the first round, did he, Corey?
Oh man, you're right. Damn it, I meant to say that in the second round when someone was in got picked before Kyle.
I almost didn't pick myself because I didn't want to be picked after Corey.
Valid.
Set yourself up.
Jason, I believe you've got a FPO pick, right?
Yeah, I'll go Jess Lasasso.
All right.
No, she's definitely playing.
Yeah, he's got new insider information.
And same for Alex, right? FPO?
That sounds right to me. I guess we're going Katie Marcianez.
All right.
That is almost certainly not the correct pronunciation, but we're going with it.
I think that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Man, this field's stacked. This is a pretty good battle for picks.
All right. Any events coming up that we haven't talked about?
Registration for the Circuit Challenge is open.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to try some new MVP stuff.
Where's that at?
It's at Crandall. It's, I think, 1 round this year and then an optional second round of bring your own partner doubles where you have to use those same discs. So it is bring your own partner, but you do need to make sure that that person is playing in the first round. So do with that information what you will.
When is this?
Oh man, now you're asking the hard hitting.
Saturday, August
There we go.
16th.
Who's running it?
The Dunbars.
Yeah.
Nice. Jason, you got anything before you go?
No, I think I'm all set.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
All right, good talking to you guys. I'll talk to you all next week. I'll see some of you at Warwick, hopefully.
So you.
And good luck at Warwick.
A quick question for Eric, but it's about upcoming events.
Oh, boy.
Do you want to maybe play that Forever Young charity doubles tournament with me?
Oh, are you asking me out on a date? Yes.
In front of everybody.
Absolutely.
He said yes. The Forever Young charity doubles tournament is coming up on Sunday, August 10th, and I believe registration is open until August 5th.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely down.
So you guys good for a quiz?
Yes.
What's the teams? How we want to do that?
Me, Alex, Jamin, Evan, Randy, Erich. The Warwickers versus the people that have never been to Warwick.
Yeah, hard to
Yep.
argue.
I was going to protest for a second because I'm not going to Warwick, but then you further explained and it made
Yeah,
more sense.
you've at least been there, or at least near it.
Evan, Randy, Eric, and what is it? Corey, Jaimen, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that everybody?
Oh yeah, we lost Jason and Pat don't play, so that should be everybody.
3v3, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Team Jack versus Team Ree.
Okay, based on that, I'm going to say that's Jamin, Alex, and Corey versus Randy, Evan, and Eric.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All right.
Mhm.
I was clueless until you just said that. I'm not lying.
Or Ear or Erie. Yeah, I don't know. Not as cool as Jack.
Is everybody just quiet?
No, I was just writing it down on the board
Okay.
here.
Well, we are just quiet.
Yeah, that's who.
I thought I had lost you all.
It's just 6 names. It takes a second, you know. I ain't just writing wee or whatever the hell. Corey said.
I think it was Ree.
Wee. So, disc or no disc, I've got 4 rounds here, but we're only going to use 2 of them. Corey, how did I write this? What was the reasoning, Corey, for the teams? I didn't hear.
People that have been to Warwick versus people that have never been to Warwick.
I guess the Warwick folks will go first because that's how the order I wrote them in. So Jaimen, Alex, and Corey, would you like category 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I think we got to go 4.
Yeah, the rare option makes sense to me.
All right. Question 1, category 4. In 1973, 4 bank employees held hostage in what city ended up feeling grateful to their captors? In 1973, 4 bank employees held hostage in what city ended up feeling grateful to their captors?
That's the Stockholm Syndrome thing, right?
Yeah, I was on Stockholm, but I wanted to make sure that you guys weren't going to say something way smarter.
Pretty confident in Stockholm.
Yep.
Is the Stockholm a disc?
I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I don't like it so much that it's like, how can it not be?
What else is Stockholm, though?
It's just a place. It is the name of the syndrome, or like the syndrome was named after the place.
But Stockholm, like, it's not a capital or not, like, does it have any other significance? Is the Mona Lisa
It's a major
there?
city.
Yeah, I don't think it's the capital, but it is a major city.
I don't like it as a disc name, I gotta be honest.
Okay, let's go with no.
Sure.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Graham Discs, June 30th, 2025.
It's going to be a long category.
Which is weird because Corey mentioned it last week, and I'm like, oh crap, that could be on disc or no disc.
Corey.
Baited.
Whoops.
Do you remember what I'm talking about, Corey? You referenced Stockholm Syndrome last week.
Yeah, I forgot what we were...
Yeah, I don't remember what it was in reference to, but Randy, Evan, and Erich, what category would you like? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I think 2, but whatever Randy wants.
2 sounds great.
Great.
Love it.
All right. Question 1, category 2. Let me make sure this is 2. Yep. If someone the police wants to talk to is a person of interest, what would you call someone accused of the crime? If someone the police want to talk to is a person of interest, what would you call someone accused of the crime?
Suspect? Would that be it?
Yeah, I would. That was what I was thinking,
That sounds right.
because I don't think it's. Yeah,
I was thinking felon, but that is not the
no,
right
that's way down the road.
Yeah, that's-
no, I
yeah,
like
that's-
suspect.
Is the suspect a disc?
Yeah, I'm just happy to get the easier one this time. Yeah, it's dynamic for
right?
sure.
Okay, what year, Randy? Sorry, Pat.
No, you're fine.
I think it was an original, but I don't remember the year of the original ones is the problem. So it's like 2005?
$1, Bob.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Dynamic Discs, March 10th, 2013.
Oh, jeepers.
All right. So let me just, since there's 4 categories, I got to blank out 2 of them, but I can't erase them because then I'll get confused as to which one's 2 and which one's 4. All right. So Jack, category 2 or 4?
2.
I am much more likely to know crime-based things than geography-based things. So, yeah, let's go with 2.
All right. Question 2, category 2. Someone accused may be a suspect, but what term is used to describe a person who is responsible for a crime or other misdeed? Someone accused may be a suspect, but what term is used to describe a person who is responsible for a crime or other misdeed?
I think Alex answered this by saying that he would know more about such crimes, which seems a little sus to put out there. Is it criminal? That's the first word.
No, I would have said perpetrator.
Oh,
Fuck. I like criminal.
Is criminal a disc? Is that do you do that?
Yeah, that's why I like it. Can we hear the question one more time?
Someone accused may be a suspect, but what term is used to describe a person who is responsible for a crime or other misdeed?
Yeah, I think criminal. I think perpetrator is a little too deep of a cut.
All right. I am willing to yield to the wisdom of the masses.
Ooh, have you looked at the masses?
I'll vote criminal.
You
Yeah.
guys going criminal?
Criminal.
Randy, Evan, and Erich, someone accused may be a suspect, but what term is used to describe a person who is responsible for a crime or other misdeed?
I got nothing.
If you're responsible for the crime, you've been convicted.
I'm thinking felon at this point.
No,
No?
that's too specific.
Dang it.
Convict then?
Ooh.
I don't like. I like the word perpetrator. I don't know that it's the answer.
Once again, convict is a disc, so I'd kind of rather go with that than perpetrator.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
All right, bet.
But
Let's
perpetrator
go.
is also a cool disc name.
It's kind of. We'll go with Randy
Yeah.
again.
I also like Randy's answer.
all right, we're going convict.
Convict?
Yeah.
All right. We're looking for culprit.
Oh, culpable.
Yeah, yeah.
Culpability.
Criminal, that's not one specific thing. You know, you're just a, hey, that guy's a criminal kind of thing.
I didn't think it would be criminal because you said the word crime, and I thought it was.
I
too
thought that's
derivative.
why it would be criminal. Second question, crime, responsible, criminal.
Yeah, he also did say crime or other misdeeds. So like,
But the culprit, Dynamic Discs, April 11th, 2022. I'm just glad nobody got it because then there's no real, you know.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no culprit there. It's not me. That was originally for Jack, right? So Randy, Evan, and Erich, category 2 or category 4?
Somebody else pick.
Erich, pick.
Oh, dang it. All right. I was really hoping for 3, but I guess 4.
Category 4?
I guess so.
All right. Question 2, category 4. The Peace Prize is the only Nobel Prize awarded not in Stockholm, but in what neighboring capital known for its fjord? The Peace Prize is the only Nobel Prize awarded not in Stockholm, but in what neighboring capital known for its fjord?
Did I just set us up for failure?
No.
No.
Oh, what about Oslo?
That's the only one I can think of, but what's the capital of Sweden? Do we know?
God.
Zurich?
Oh, wait, but Stockholm isn't Sweden, right? So it wouldn't be because you said neighboring country.
Pat, can we hear it one more time, please?
The Peace Prize is the only Nobel Prize awarded not in Stockholm, but in what neighboring capital known for its fjords?
Yeah, I guess we go Oslo.
You guys agree?
I think it's Zurich, but I have to yield to Randy on this one.
All right. Well, if it's wrong and then they get it, then don't do that.
That's why I stopped brainstorming because I was like, I don't know any other countries.
You guys gotta,
I don't like Zurich for what it's worth, Eric.
Yeah, me either.
All right, well, I hate it now too.
Oh,
You guys going with Oslo?
Yes.
I think we need a minute. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Is the Oslo a disc?
I would have said no until I learned that the Stockholm is, and it's a new disc. So something tells me maybe this one is too.
Yep, we can use that logic at least once before it's the worst.
I like it.
You guys agree?
We're going to say yes.
Yes.
Well, I will tell you when I wrote the question, the answer was no, but Graham Discs, July 14th, 2025.
Wow.
The
Let's
Oslo.
go. Let's go.
Randy, I wasn't paying attention. Was that the same manufacturer as the Stockholm?
I wasn't paying attention either.
Darn it.
Yes. But today, yeah, I just had to double check because that rarely happens.
Wow.
Did I give you the point for that? What do you guys have now? Is
It
that
should be at 4.
I think we have 4.
okay? Then I did. Okay, cool. So Jack, category 2 or category 4?
Stick with 2.
Yeah.
Question 3, category 2. Unlike someone convicted of a misdemeanor, a person found guilty of a more severe crime, such as murder or burglary, which carries a sentence of over a year in prison, is known as what?
Erich?
Unlike someone convicted of a misdemeanor, a person found guilty of a more severe crime, such as murder or burglary, which carries a sentence of over a year in prison, is known as what?
Sorry, Pat. Once you got finished reading it the first time, it was such a long question. I thought that was the second time you read it.
No, that's fair.
Eric,
See, the way we do things here, Corey, is he reads it twice.
felon.
Yeah, it's got to be felon,
God
right?
damn it.
They never would have gotten it if you hadn't said it.
Dude, I know this game. That's the most annoying part.
I'm just kidding. I think they would have gotten that one anyway.
Still,
it's okay.
Still, I fed it to him on a silver platter.
All right, well, the mute button's right next to the hand.
Is the felon a disc?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry. No, it is. Dynamic Discs, July 14th. What year?
14.
I was going to say 2016.
Corey?
Yeah, 2015.
2014. Alex was right.
I did not know that. I was guessing.
So Randy, Evan, and Eric, category 2 or category 4?
It's not me.
I'm trying not to overthink the strategy, but maybe we go to 2.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 4, category 2. What Grammy-winning song, released as the third single from Fiona Apple's debut album Tidal, includes the lyric, "I've been a bad, bad girl"? What Grammy-winning song, released as the third single from Fiona Apple's debut album Tidal, includes the lyric, "I've been a bad, bad girl"?
This one is criminal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love that album.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is The Criminal a disc?
I don't know all the dynamics. Randy,
I think it is.
Have you seen that? It feels like
Yeah.
an obvious one that they would have used by now.
It sounds right. I like it.
I'm like 90%. Let's
All right,
go with it.
Sure.
Dynamic Discs, January 17th, 2017. I got 6-3, Randy, Evan, and Eric in the lead. Jack, what category? 2 or 4?
Do you want to take number 5 and 2?
Not really.
Do we want to take number 3 and 4?
I haven't known. I didn't know Oslo, so I don't know.
I did know Oslo, but I don't think I'll know many more.
What about one more?
Maybe.
Or do you want to go back to 2?
I vote 5.
Yeah, if we don't take the 5th question in 2, they probably will, and then we'd be stuck with the 6th one probably.
Okay, let's go with 2.
Question 5, category 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking at.
What term is used to describe a payment that's overdue or behavior that's unruly or criminal? What term is used to describe a payment that's overdue or behavior that's unruly or criminal?
Is that delinquent?
Oh, yep.
Ooh, yeah. Delinquent.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the delinquent a disc?
This is the first one where I haven't immediately been yes.
I want to say no.
I think it could be, but I don't have any backup for that. I don't have any evidence.
The only company I could see having a delinquent would be Hooligan, but that doesn't match their naming scheme.
Yeah. Sounds like we're leaning towards no, so I'm good going no.
You guys agree?
Yep.
You are correct.
Good call, guys.
All right. Randy, Evan, and Eric, category 2 or category 4?
Should we go back to the fjord?
I don't know. I was thinking, even though it's a question 6, there's a good chance we'll know it, and then they have to go to geography anyway.
Agreed.
All right, 2 it is.
Okay.
All right. Question 6, category 2. What term for a person who avoids or escapes something, often through cleverness or trickery, can be used to describe someone who avoids paying taxes or military service?
Sketchy.
What term for a person who avoids or escapes something, often through cleverness or trickery, can be used to describe someone who avoids paying taxes or military service?
I might have made a mistake.
I'm thinking draft dodger.
Yeah, that came to mind.
But
What about the word
scoff?
scofflaw?
What about that word?
Did that not come into anybody else's head?
No, I've never heard that.
That's
word
like a
before.
DMV
Oh.
thing, though, isn't it?
Draft dodger.
Or taxes.
Think dynamic discs.
What's somebody who an evader?
Evader. Ooh.
Got it. Thank you for saying dynamic. We're gonna go evader.
I like it.
Love it.
Is the E-Vader a disc?
I really thought I had
It
that
is.
one. Fuck.
Yes, I have a pink one in my bag.
You guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
You sure the E-Vader or not the Evader?
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
want to be
kidding, I'm
confused with invader accidentally.
I have an invader, but that's a totally different thing.
Exactly.
Dynamic discs, January 5th, 2021.
Good job, Evan, with the dynamic disc thing.
I knew Randy would know it, based on,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Somehow I knew.
For believing
I was
in
just
me.
thinking tax evasion.
Hmm.
Am I literally the only one that's heard the word scofflaw? Am I making that up?
No, I've
Yeah,
seen
never
Seinfeld
heard
too.
that word before.
Right. Okay.
Newman.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
It's like a DMV thing, I think.
Yeah, it's usually for not paying your parking tickets.
Yeah. Okay. I was in the ballpark.
Yeah.
And definitely Seinfeld, so that's where most of my references come from.
Yeah. All right. Jaimen, Alex, and Corey, question 3, category 4. In 1963, Louisiana chose what bald tree native to the swamps and wetlands as its state tree? It's also the name of a city in Orange County, California. In 1963, Louisiana chose what bald tree native to the swamps and wetlands as its state tree? It's also the name of a city in Orange County, California.
Jamin?
Is it bald cypress?
Cyprus is also a city.
I like it.
That's the only bald tree I can think of.
I have literally nothing, so
Yeah, same. Cypress it is.
let's go with Cyprus.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
It's also a hill, but is the cypress a disc?
I would have said AGL makes one.
Yep, I think it is AGL.
You guys agree?
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's not AGL. It's above ground level. April 3rd, 2017. Sorry, guys, but you get the point, but All right, question 4, category 4 for Randy, Evan, and Eric. What capital city of nearly 13 million people, located at 55.5 degrees north latitude, is the most populous city in Europe? What capital city of nearly 13 million, located at 55.5 degrees north latitude, is the most populous city in Europe?
What's the longitude, though?
Not part of the question.
That'd be giving away too much.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it Moscow? Is it not? That's Europe, technically.
Oh gosh, that didn't even ring a bell.
I mean, it's east, so, you don't think of...
Still Europe.
Right.
Okay.
Or is it?
What's our latitude?
I have no idea.
I know.
Isn't it 43?
But isn't latitude 64 in Finland?
So it's
or
south of that.
Sweden? So it's, latitude is the north-south part? Oh gosh.
I might
You
be
said
getting that
east.
confused.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Yeah, but I like that.
Latitude is like a ladder, right? You climb.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. So latitude 64 is in Sweden, and we're talking 55. It's Central Europe. We haven't said an answer.
I'm doing really well this round, I think.
All right, just most populous city in Europe. Any gut reactions there?
I mean, I think Moscow, because the only reason I said East is because Russia is part of Europe, even though you don't think of it. You think of like Germany and Italy and France and Spain. But
all right, I like it.
Let's
I'm
do
not
it.
going to list all the capitals, so Moscow.
You know what Moscow? Is the Moscow a disc?
Wow.
for the same reason as Oslo at this point, I mean, it might as well be, but I don't know. It seems like somebody's making discs named after cities in the recent past.
I don't know if I like it.
But they've all been yeses so far.
Yeah,
so
I know.
This could be the swerve.
But it could be the trick.
But it could be the double swerve.
We could.
It's not a trick.
Double agent. I'm gonna go with Evan's gut. Yes.
All right, we're going yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, God.
Fools.
No more doubles. No more doubles.
And when I first made the quiz, Oslo, I thought was a no. So that kind of went out the window.
Can we get it up to the minute check on Moscow?
I'm
just kidding.
It's already happened. Don't worry about it. All right. So final round. I've got 9-7. Is that correct from everybody else's
That's what I got.
point of view? All right. Question 5, category 4 for Jack. The Comic Art Museum in what Belgian city includes 100 portraits of the Smurfs? The Comic Art Museum in what Belgian city includes 100 portraits of the Smurfs?
Waffle?
I don't know. What are Belgian cities?
I don't know.
I have absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Jaimen, muted.
I'm muted. God damn it. I'm fucking terrible at this. I'm trying to think. Brussels, right? Is that Belgian?
I'm gonna guess no, but it's also not the worst guess. You guys haven't done like some Belgian composer segment in class? I know it's already July, but you're not prepping for next year yet?
No.
Oh.
Corey, name an English composer.
Beethoven. I had
Wrong.
but confidently wrong, and I love it.
I had this random hvdgp bingo.txt file on my desktop, and I just opened it up, and like the last thing I put in there was Corey makes a Jaimen school joke. So I had to make
We haven't done bingo in a while, yeah. It would be totally different, I think, now.
Yeah, I got Ryan's Hockey Minute, which would have actually hit last week.
Mm-hmm.
And,
True. Alex says a curse word about once a month now, where it used to be never, but you know.
No, it's just whenever someone snipes my pick in a draft.
Which is every time.
Every time we do a draft. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not as uncommon as you guys think.
All right, I did update
Well, we just
that.
haven't done a lot of drafts, that's all.
Alex, I wanted that guy. But I also, the last thing I actually added in there was Jason says I'm tired, but we've kind of cut that out lately.
Yeah, we've let Jason go before he gets too tired.
Well, it's inferred.
It's just
preempt
assumed
it.
at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is actually going to change. That's going to replace the free square. Is the Jason says I'm
there you go.
tired square.
You just get it no matter what.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I have literally no idea what a town is.
I'm happy going with Brussels, but I would not be able to tell you anything else.
No, it's either that or we go with cauliflower. So let's go with Brussels.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the Brussels a disc?
Good call, Jaimen.
What the hell?
Hey.
This is for the tie.
Makes sense. The vegetarian would get this one.
They got those sprouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like a coin flip at this point. I have no supporting evidence in either direction, but my thought is yes.
Yeah, I would say yes. Sure.
If you guys want to, that's fine. I was going to say no, because I feel like all the other ones that have been discs were like Nordic countries. I haven't been following too closely, but I figured because it's such a big sport in the Nordic countries, that would make sense. Belgium's kind of out of there.
Alex, are you convinced to go otherwise?
It's
Did Jaimen make a compelling enough argument?
honestly, like I was like 51%, and now I'm 50%. So like there's no like I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to pick something.
What do you think, Corey?
Okay, hang on real quick. Random.org.
There we go.
Verify you're a human. Yes. Coin flipper. Flip one virtual coin of. Wait a second.
what's
Hang
heads?
on. We can literally pick. Do you want to flip a Belgian £1 or €1?
Sure. You got to tell us which one's which.
Okay,
Though.
heads is yes, tails is no, but I don't know what this is going to actually tell me. Heads or tails? Oh, what the? I don't know what side of the coin this is.
Just use a quarter.
That goes against the
No, but that's not appropriate for the question.
Okay, it says €1 on the top, so I'm gonna guess it says tails. But let me flip it again and get a different image. Okay, that was definitely tails. There is definitely an actual head of some weird looking dude on their side. So
we got tails, so that's a no.
So that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no.
All right, no.
You are correct.
Ooh,
And
yes.
you're tied.
Random.org.
Thank you, random.org. I just want to quick, because I pulled it up. Other things that were on the bingo card includes Jaimen uses a fancy phrase, i.e. sunken cost fallacy, which I'm pretty sure he used last week.
He did use last week.
He did. Correct. Nice. I'm glad somebody knew that. I didn't.
And this was like last updated years ago. So
I don't say that many different things. I don't know if you guys are catching on yet.
And then he actually defined the word as well to me, or defined the whole thing to me.
Are you also the value proposition person? Why did I write that down?
No, that's Jack.
Yeah, I have that one written down too. Well, no, we're Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're tied.
Speaking of Jack, Deadbeat Doubles, they had 5 players shot yellow. Zach McDonald took it down at -13.
Okay.
Yes, you are tied. Final question is for Randy, Evan, and Erich. If they get it, they win. If they don't, you guys have a chance to win. Final question, category 4. What European city hosted the northernmost summer games? It was also the first where Soviet athletes participated. What European city hosted the northernmost summer games? It was also the first where Soviet athletes participated.
It's probably not Moscow.
No.
What's the other city in Sweden? The other that's not Stockholm.
I'm afraid to say anything.
No,
yeah,
it's okay.
we kind of got to get this right, though.
Yeah. Sweden.
Zurich is in Sweden, but
Okay. But would there be 2 answers from, Summer Olympics? The first time. The historical context isn't going to help really, so we just have to pick like
We need to pick a northern one.
a northern one that's but reasonable to host.
could it be Belgian?
No, so London has definitely hosted the Olympics.
Mhm.
I'm gonna guess Sweden. If Sweden hosted one, it's more north of London.
Yeah, it feels like it is anyway, without looking at a map.
Yeah, without a map, it's really tough. Could we get a 50-50 or like a phone a friend or something?
Different game. I'm sorry, Randy. I'm really blank on this one, but I support you.
I'm so glad I'm really helping this round, guys.
Is Germany north of London? They've definitely hosted a bunch of Olympics.
I mean, because London's on
I think it
out
is.
in the water. I feel like it's. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Okay,
I don't know right now.
Definitely not London.
Germany, I like Germany.
So what? Munich?
Yeah.
Is that the one that
Love
hosted it?
They did have the Olympics. That's not a bad guess.
I like that.
All right, let's
Okay.
go Munich.
All right.
For the potential win, Jaimen, Alex, and Corey, what European city hosted the northernmost summer games? It was also the first where Soviet athletes participated.
This is a city
no.
that I've wanted to use as an answer a few times this category, and I've obviously not used it because it's been wrong. But I wanted to say Helsinki, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have 0 answers. The only thing I would have told you was I didn't think it was the one in Germany because that was just prior to World War II, and I don't think Soviets would have been included at that point.
Good point.
But that's literally all I have. I don't know where it was after. I don't know where it was before, and I got nothing.
Where is Helsinki?
Finland?
Somewhere in Scandinavia.
Yeah. I don't really follow the Olympics enough either to really know, but I figured it would be something like Greenland.
Not many major cities in Greenland.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's nothing, but
not a lot of tourism there.
Lots of polar bears.
yeah, I'd say sure Helsinki.
But wait, Randy, it's green. How can there be polar bears?
It's seasonally green.
So Helsinki for the win
You guys good?
Sure.
and a Jaimen category.
Or Helsinki for the tie, either way.
No, you guys are tied right now.
Yeah, we're ahead right now.
I know.
Or we're even. Right now.
Oh, yeah, if you're wrong, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you guys good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Is the Helsinki.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Gotta be.
Good job.
Gotta be.
I'm
at
happy.
this
I
point.
never already got that.
There's no way it's not.
I mean,
After I finish my
it
bet.
doesn't matter, so we should extend this part as absolutely as long as possible to mess with Kyle.
Nope. Let's
All right.
finish my beer.
I'm going to say yes because it's back to the Nordic countries, cities. So I feel like
Sure.
it is a disc.
I am not arguing.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Graham Discs, I believe, out of Estonia, is it? June
Yeah.
30th, 2025.
I think that's where Kristen Latt is from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though, because if you know anything, you know that Finland is not a real country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just like Ohio is not a real state.
Yep. There's a great conspiracy theory about Finland not being real.
Is this like birds aren't real, or is that?
Yeah,
different?
it absolutely
Okay.
is.
It's on
Birds
the
are
same
polar.
level.
They're not real.
Well, think about it this way. Do you know anybody who's been to Finland?
No, definitely not.
No.
Anybody on here?
Nope.
No.
Really? Little suspect.
Are there any surviving Soviet Olympic athletes? I couldn't even say that.
All right. Well, congratulations, Jack.
Good game, guys.
Good
Sorry,
game,
guys.
Jack. I just look saying Jack. Gunks Monday dubs. Alden Slack and Billy Buckner shot a -6 to win there. So a guy we saw and a guy who let the ball go through his legs in 86. Billy Buckner. That's got to be a tough name to live with, no? Am I wrong?
For people of a certain age, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another disc golfer from the area. His name's Reginald Denny.
Ooh. Yeah.
The truck driver?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I know that reference.
We mentioned him a few weeks ago, and that the first thing that popped in my head when
Like, is he from Los Angeles?
Saratoga Spa random dubs week 14. Matthew Cubitt and Aaron Holpe shot a -16. But Bobby Hallam and Dylan Marsang, one of them hit an ace on hole 8A. Does anybody know which one?
No. Let's ask Bobby tomorrow.
Kisco Tuesday dubs, Mitchell Pipes and Trevor Lambert shot a -14. Wilcox Tuesday dubs, Nick Warren and Hunter Betris shot a -11. Who wants to talk about J-Dub's points championship, Randy or Corey?
Yeah, I'll go for it, Randy. You get back, but
For some reason, I got confused and I was like,
it's
who
long
did
ago.
win? Sorry.
Yeah, see, Jeff Wachowski for the first time, and since he abandoned it, came out to play J-Dubs. Week 17 of the second year. We played together, and we didn't play as great as the winning teams. We shot a 7 down playing the South layout.
Mm-hmm.
AT and Jason Lasasso came in third at 8 down. Austin Swart out and Justin Mucelli second place, 10 down, one behind Brendan Sisk and Randall Bemis at 11 down.
Yeah, and if you read Jeff's post, Brendan did it all on his own. I was just there. It was a good time, though.
That was week 17. What's the layout for tomorrow, Corey?
We're going to play J North, and it's looking like it could be a little warm out. So maybe the north side will provide shade and not humidity or bugs, but we'll see.
Or maybe it'll be a rainforest.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clay and Melissa Calabria shot a -10 at the Women's League at SPW. Jaimen, do you have CTK handicap this week?
Sort of. We ended up playing doubles just to kind of break up the competitive streak that's been going on at CTK because of the tournament and kind of give everybody a relaxed week. So we had 10 people out there, and I want to say Court and Adam Schumacher won with, I think, 9 under, and then Bobby Hallam and Charles Carpenter Jr. Sr., the third, took second with either 7 down or 8 down. But yeah, it was fun.
Heck yeah. Port Jervis Disc Golf Club Spring Summer League Week 8. Peter Newland shot a -9. Randy, was there no Regeneron this week?
We've had a lull in participation. We're hopefully going to reinvigorate it soon, but no, there wasn't.
All right. Shen Creek Dubs Week 15. Dave Dubs, I don't know what that means. David Hudson and Brandon Medina shot a -12 to win there.
I think Dave Hudson ran dubs.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because Jeff wasn't there. Well, you said Shen Dubs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff couldn't run it, so he called it Dave Dubs.
Is that why he went to Tuesday? Because he knew he couldn't make Wednesday, you think?
I
Or
could have
we don't
been,
know?
maybe.
Mhm. You didn't play Pro League, Corey?
No, I think it was at CPS, and I hate driving there after work. Traffic sucks, and CPS on a Wednesday afternoon, you kind of have to deal with too much BS sometimes. I've gotten kind of turned off to playing rated Wednesday, although rating points seemed a little gracious, so probably could have been good if I showed up.
Oh, it looks like Tyler the Cannon Gannon was your winner. Shot 994.53. Justin Mucelli came in second. Long Island, I guess Long Island Dubs is back for Thursdays. I hadn't seen it in a bit. Sean Mahon and Greg Squire shot -11. This Beat Club, they had a tie for first. Mark Ungerman and Susan Gallagher. That's a handicap league. CPS Thursday Dubs, week 13. Chris Dobson and Jeremy Forehand Florida Man Millian shot a -7, but so did Peter Cornish and Justin Matthews, and they didn't have any tiebreakers or anything. Jason Murak won the Skylands Friday Handicap League. TGI FDR Dubs, Trevor Lambert and 45,100 shot -13 to win there. I don't know if that's a PDGA number or What? SPW Dubs League Club Dubs, Kevin Wen and Ryan Yadow shot a -11 to win. Cranmore Dubs League was at Jenkinsville. David Martin and Cody Miller shot -5. So did Mark Meinrinken and Mike Jackson. Skylands had their monthly at Gall Greens they played. Danny McCormick won the A pool, shooting a -4. B pool was a tie between Jared and Ahmad Hamday. They shot -2. C pool had a 3-way tie. Richard Clapp, George Henry, and Anthony Helou. And Long Island Sunday Dubs, Josh Winkler and Simon Craven shot -14 to win there. Anything else of note?
Real quick, Stony Hill had a work day over the weekend, a couple of work days technically. Got a lot of things done, mostly, weed whacking and stuff, but most notably they did get the hole 2 T-pad in finally. So that is officially in place.
Sick.
Nice.
And it says 2 on it.
I played it yesterday. Great job, everybody who got that done.
Wait, does it say 2 or am I just misseeing it?
The front 9 doesn't have the spelling out of the things normally, but the back 9 does for the most part.
All right.
Couple birthdays. We got Justin Park's birthday on the 20th and Justin Fry also on the 20th.
Kat Chacha's birthday is the 14th today. I don't know if we said it last week.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No, we didn't.
I see Rose Shurtick also has a birthday today,
Oh, nice.
and that's all I got.
Okay. So this weekend coming up, we got Warwick. Anything else? Anybody else playing anything interesting?
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex, Jason, Evan, Randy, Corey, Jaimen, and Erich. Thanks for coming on again.
Thank you.
And sweet up. Let's go.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, everybody.
I have a question for Evan, if that's all right.
If it's all right with Evan.
It depends.
Yeah, no, you can't talk to Evan.
If every time you walked up to the tee, you had a song play, what would it be?
That's a lot of time listening to this song, given how many rounds you play. So
It's only like either the intro or like a breakdown. You know what I mean?
Is it starting? Okay.
You're talking about a walk-up song, basically.
Yeah, like a walk.
Probably. That's a really tough question to put me on the spot with. I really like the song Sabrosa by the Beastie Boys. It's instrumental. Check it out.
That's a pretty good question for anybody. So we'll have to.
That's a good one.
Eric, I'm going to
one.
steal that and ask future guests. No, I'm just kidding.
We could just scrub that and we'll start over.
No, everybody think on it, and that's a question we'll ask in the future. I already know mine from the Karate Kid. You're the best around. No,
Nothing's going to ever bring you down.
Yeah, come on. I went to a Tennessee-Mississippi State baseball game, and one of the guys came up to that. He walked up to that, and I'm like, oh, come on. That's the perfect, I mean, you got to be confident.
My first instinct for the walk-up song is Mariano Rivera style Enter Sandman.
That's very cliche, Alex. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then if you forehand it into the ground after that plays, it's going to look kind of silly.
Oof.
Yeah. Now you got to have the
But
confidence, though.
if you had that song, you definitely would not have thrown that.
Exactly.
You would have nailed it.
Is no one talking?
not yet.
I was away, but Zencaster's a little tricky with as people log in. Like, if you type something now and somebody pops on, they won't see it. So I just hit the mute thing, thinking maybe if people see the mute, they'll realize I'm not there right now. And then I came back and I said like 5 things, and then I realized, oh, I forgot that I hit the mute thingy because I never do that. So
I logged in, something was like wrong, so I reloaded, and then everyone was just dead silent after I reloaded. I'm like, it's broken still.
yeah, right.
And I'm hoping I'm coming in a little better this week.
Is Corey here?
I'm here, baby.
Oh yeah.
Did I hear you say you microwave scrambled eggs?
Hell yeah.
Why?
You need to know the strat. Why? Because the oven makes the kitchen hot as fuck in the summer.
Okay,
Then you got to clean a pan, and you got to also clean the bowl you put the eggs in after, unless you're going to eat from the pan, which I'm not against. But then you have to wait for the pan to cool down, and you got to be careful with what utensils you're using with the pan. If it's
a non-stick, yep.
non-stick, or you could just crack 4 eggs into a bowl, throw a little S&P in there, a handful of cheese, and microwave it for a minute, spin it back up. A splash of water helps too. It makes them a little more airy.
If you're doing that strategy, add some flour, some cocoa powder, and boom, you've just got microwave instant cake.
Yeah, I didn't want cake. I wanted eggs.
Yeah. I was going to rag on you for the laziness, but but you've convinced me on the microwave scrambles.
Yeah, if I'm just trying to make a quick scrambled eggs, but
I think with the microwave in general, I've heard, and I might be wrong, I've never really tried it, but like if you reheat pizza, it's not a bad idea to put like a cup of water in there.
yeah.
You know, so I think the water is also helps. When you first said that, I just assumed you were reheating eggs in the microwave. I didn't realize you were like cooking from scratch using a microwave.
I'm not gonna lie. I think reheating eggs in a microwave sounds more disgusting than cooking eggs in a microwave.
I totally agree. I don't judge. You eat what's that stuff from Utica?
Tomato pie.
Tomato pie, yeah. So
Greens and beans.
you've got weird dietary issues to begin with. So
It's called an iron gut. I can eat anything, anywhere.
Speaking of scrambles, the Stony Kill Scramble is officially open for registration for singles and doubles by the time people hear this.
Let's go.
But just singles right now as of recording.
That was smooth.
Thank you.
well, speaking of Stony Kill, Gene Gierke and Andrew Durrell shot a -13 at Stony Kill Random Dubs week 16.
The segues are hitting early.